Hey, 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 welcome back.
Prime time talk, we the champs in the zone, east coast to west. Every throne known and shown, the box and unbiased truth in every puff piece. Power pound kings, the talks never see. Check the stats, fight stack, gloves flying fast. KOs rewinding, every punch lands last. Jabs like poetry, hooks like history. Uncover the mystery, every fight a victory. Check the stats, fight stack, gloves flying fast. KOs rewinding, every punch lands last. Jabs like poetry, hooks like history. Uncover the mystery, every fight a victory. Prime time, prime grind, every rhyme so refined. True to the sport, no bias, we shine. Fist up in the ring, our voices do sing. From 9 to 90 at night, we the boxing kings. East to west, coast to coast, prime time the most, raising every toast. Talk so smooth, flow with venom. Truth in the rhythm, no biased algorithm. Analysts breaking down round a glorious round. Unbiased coverage making the sound profound. Fighter profiles, every style compiled. Games by strategy, casuals beat beguiled. Prime time, prime grind, every rhyme so refined. True to the sport, no bias, we shine. Fist up in the ring, our voices do sing. From 9 to 90 at night, we the boxing kings. We the boxing kings.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, oh man, a lot of times in boxing, it's different occurrences in the world that happens. And sometimes, there are occurrences that happen every blue moon. And I do mean every blue moon, not like, every once a month or well, let me get on to it. First of all, this was the first time we had 3 boxing superstars on a call together, and all of them was Andres. 3 Andres, 3 Dre's. Yeah, we had Andre Berto, we had Andre Dirrell, and we had Andre Ward. Man, come on. The 3 Dre's of the sport of boxing. 3 of the most decorated boxers in the game, and they all got the same first name. So, I had to do a video on this because, hey, these 3 guys all have something to contribute to the sport of boxing, even after their illustrious careers. And hey, it was very, very good to hear these guys talk. They talked about so many things, but the main thing I want to cover is what they talked about that was very significant to me, that I'm looking forward to seeing in a fight, and that is Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Yeah, they discussed it, they talked about it, they battled over it, they talked, they warred over it. People made their comments, but I'm gonna tell you, in all fairness, one of these brothers was correct. One of the Dre's was correct. Now, I gotta keep it 100 with you. Andre Ward, he was neutral. He was kind of like the facilitator of the questions in a sense. Andre Dirrell and Andre Berto were the ones that actually went in and voiced their opinion on what should happen, what would happen, what could happen if they fought. Right? So that's where we are right now, and that is what we're going to break down. Now, your boy Andre Berto, he said, look, I don't want the smoke. I don't want that Shakur smoke. To start it off. Yeah. He was basically letting everybody know, like, look, me and your boy Shakur, we done been back and forth enough. But what he did say was that I really, really agree with Andre Berto. He said that Shakur Stevenson is like a high-level boxer. That's his style. Gervonta Tank Davis, on the other hand, he has more of a boxer, puncher, knockout artist type style, more of a Mike Tyson-esque. They were saying how, he fights the first few rounds and downloads information on the fighter. And then about the 4th, 5th round, that's when he turned it up. and he started picking apart his fighter, and he gets him out of the ring. Now, he was saying, also Andre Berto said that he could see this fight being boring for the first 5 rounds, which I don't really agree with him on that, because of the caliber of both fighters are. And Gervonta Tank Davis, even though he allows some rounds to go to where he can kind of memorize the fight sequence, after he has memorized the fight sequence, it don't matter if it's the 5th round or whatever, he is going to capitalize on the mistakes, and he's going to throw fire back. Now, what I did love from Andre Berto also, he was saying that, hey, Shakur Stevenson, he is more of a counter puncher, so he's going to allow the fight to come to him. He's not going to initiate the fight. And Andre Dirrell and Andre Ward basically was saying that, hey, well, Shakur is going to have to hit Gervonta Tank Davis with something to get his respect, because if you don't hit a fighter with something that earns their respect, that makes them more cautious, then they're just going to keep walking you down, and you're going to be on your back foot all night long. And we've seen Shakur Stevenson in the Edwin De Los Santos fight, fought one-handed. He had to stay on his back foot. Now, we saw his first fight with my man from Japan. He fought. It was more of an even back and forth fight until Shakur started landing his shots, and then the opponent was more on his back foot. So it's safe to say that, hey, we really need to chill with the criticism, because Shakur fought with one hand. You know what I mean? And of course, you're graded off your last fight, and we all get that. Hey, I understand it totally. But once I found out that he was fighting with one hand, look, you know what I mean? Hey, I let all of that go. I let all of that frustration go, because, yeah, it does frustrate us, because in our heads, we're looking at the fight and we're anticipating what we think the fighter should do. And we're thinking like the fighter, oh, he's going to make this fighter realize he don't belong in the ring with this fighter. And that was one of the things that the 3 Dirrells were saying, that, you have to put these guys in their place to let them know that, hey, you really don't belong in the ring with me. And when you allow a guy to hang around and get confidence, then that starts to look embarrassing. That starts to look like you're not who you say you are, because you're not fighting like you're supposed to fight against a fighter we expect you to be. And honestly, in a nutshell, that's what the 3 Dirrells were alluding to, and 1 or 2 maybe have came to that conclusion. I really think that maybe, like Andre Dirrell said, maybe we need 1 or 2 more fights from Shakur before we see the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. First of all, hey, I truly believe Shakur can fight Gervonta at any day, anytime, any place, personally. But preparation is the key. The main thing I think is a problem with Shakur is that Shakur goes so hard during sparring and training and getting ready that he put too much damage on his body and his hands before the fight. And I think that right there is what his grandfather or his team need to really kind of manage, because I understand it. When you're in training and you're in camp, you want to be the best of your ability, but there is a thin line between training and overtraining. And honestly, I think Shakur overtrained for that last fight. Maybe even his last 2 fights. It's hard when you got a young fighter like that that's so skilled. He's training with Terrence Crawford and all these other high-level fighters. He's in there banging as hard as he can bang with them guys, pause. But what I mean is that some fighters don't know how to limit themselves from overtraining and overexerting themselves to where when they actually get into the fight, they don't have the energy they supposed to have, because they left their best in the sparring wars, the doghouse rules, all that stuff like that. That takes inches and inches off of a fighter's career, in my opinion. Because every punch, every hit takes something away. Every fight, every sparring session, you leave a little bit of yourself in that ring with that fighter. You have now absorbed some of that fighter has absorbed some of you. And if you're young and you're in a high level fight and you're in front of millions of people, thousands of people live and millions of people on TV, then yeah, you may overexert yourself training for that fight. And that is what I truly believe Shakur Stevenson needs to manage, is his training and his sparring and the wars, to where he don't tear himself too much when leading up to a fight. I want to see Shakur leave his best in the ring and do partial sparring. That's what I would rather see. I don't want to see no more tapes of him going to war with Terrence Crawford and this, that, and the third. I'd rather see him go to war in the ring with a fighter that matters. That matters to his record, that matters to his resume, that matters to getting a championship, being a 3-division champion. So, you know, hey, I totally get what the 3 Dre's was talking about, and I appreciate it. And I hope to see those 3 Dre's again. They need to do a show. But anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love, I'm out till next time.